It's a beautiful Sunday day in Daytona. We're gonna let the cargo bike be a cargo bike. And so what I think I'll do is I've got it all cargoed up. How about that? We're gonna take it down to the beach and have lunch. Oh, this is a great ride. Oh my gosh, this is such a good ride. Hi, it's Jerry. We've been big e-bike fans, and one of the things that we've been doing lately is going down to Florida a good bit, visiting family, and we've really enjoying it. We go down there, we're finding out there's so much more to do down there other than the beach, and we've been doing lots of e-bike rides. You've been seeing some of those in the video. And then one of the things that we are finding out about this section of Florida that we go to is that it is super, super bike friendly. And you know, I'm riding out on the beach all the time, and they got parks all over the place and trails, and really having a lot of fun. But I'm wanting to add something that looks more utilitarian, and that is, how can I run to the grocery store and let that big F350 diesel sit for a while and not burn all that expensive fuel going back and forth just for simple grocery store runs, or being very lazy and going from the back of the campground to the front of the campground to take our trash to the dumpster. I know that's silly, but just looking for something that we could have some form of way to be able to utilize the e-bike in a better way other than just riding around. Well, right here you'll see this is a box that was just sent to us. We contacted Troxus, and Troxus said, hey, we have got an e-bike for you to try. Now, if you look at the video right here, we did a Troxus review not long ago. It was last year. Very, very impressed with that bike. Julie rides it a lot. Our youngest daughter, she has a lot of fun with it. And we contacted Troxus again and went, let's have some conversation about your new bikes that's just coming out. And they have just come out with a new bike called a cargo bike. And there it is. We just got it, and we just received it just in time. So I'm going to put it together quickly. I'll just show you some highlights of us installing it. And then we're going to put it on the bike carrier. I've got a brand new bike carrier that I bought, and we're going to put that on the back of the fifth wheel. And this one does not fold, so we're going to have to find out a way to be able to carry it. And I've got a very heavy-duty bike carrier. I'll show you that as well. And we're going to put this together, and we're going to head to Florida. And then we'll just see how this works as a utility style e-bike, as well as just something to have a lot of fun with as we ride around. So this thing is going to be a lot different. Now, as I get through putting this together, I'll kind of give you some stats, because this thing has got a lot of distance availability, and equally to that, wait till you see how much payload this thing can carry. This is an unusual e-bike. All right, let's get this thing put together. One of the things you'll notice, all these e-bike manufacturers really put these things together. They are something else, the way they pack them. Look at how this thing is packed. Isn't that amazing? I mean, you don't have to worry about it. This color you're going to see here is called Mango. I think that's going to be pretty. Definitely going to see me when I'm out riding. And I don't think it's going to take us I'm not going to show you everything here as far as the assembly process, but I think it's probably going to take me about an hour to put this together overall, but I will share this. I can already look at it from a structure. This thing is going to be, pretty heavy duty. All right, let's get it out of the box. One of the things I typically find is it takes about as long to unpack these, maybe even longer, than it does to put them together, because there's not really a whole lot, as you'll see, to put these together. But what I'll say about this bike from Troxus, it is so well packed. I am not seeing a scratch or dent. Isn't this paint beautiful? It's so beautiful. This is called Mango. It's a beautiful color. I like this a lot. Now, if your mechanical skills are kind of basic, don't let assembling this bike scare you away. They've got good instructions. And as you're following me along, you'll just see how simple this is. It's not rocket science. So they did provide some nice wrenches here that I'm going to take advantage of. There is a left and a right to this wheel because, as you'll see here, I'll show you close-ups of this later. You can see this has got big giant disc brakes on it on one side, so make sure you get the side right with the disc brakes as you put them on. I also like the fact that this bike has not the quick takedown. So many of these e-bikes have a quick takedown lever, and there's actually a replacement I buy on all mine that prevents that from happening. You're parked somewhere in a busy location or something like that, and you lock your front tire, somebody can just take that, pull it off, steal your bike. I'm not going to do that with this. They're going to have to bring a wrench. One thing I'll share with you about the Troxus, everything that you see, this comes with it. You see certain e-bike manufacturers, you have to buy the bike and then you've got to buy the individual components. The fenders, the luggage racks, we've even got a luggage rack that we're going to put on front here, again, hence the cargo. And all this is part of it. You don't have to piece part this out. Of course, the battery, the charger, all those types of things, but it all comes as one self-contained unit. I like that a lot. It's not what I call the nickel and dime scenario where you're having to see the bike at this price and then to get it the way you want it, you've got to buy the extra components. I've noticed that too with the other Troxus bike that I shared with you earlier. You know, it came with everything. I didn't have to buy anything secondary to set it up the way that I wanted it, which I thought was a nice addition. So far I'm finding that every single thing that I'm doing lines up perfectly. I'm not having to make any style of an adjustment or anything. Everything goes exactly where it's supposed to go. That's always a thrill when you start putting these things together. I'm not having to drill or tap out anything. Perfect alignment. The manufacturing jigs were square on. The other thing I'll share too is I'm seeing all kinds of threaded holes. So and I don't have this, I didn't have them send it to me, but you can put all kinds of accessories that bolt directly on these frames for like cargo baskets and things like that, just depending on what your specific needs and desires are. But I didn't ask for that. Amazing how well they're packed to not have a scratch or a dent or a ding in them. It's really quite amazing. But just to make sure that everything's tight, the last thing I want to have happen is, you know, start riding this thing and then weeks or a month from now, I'll start losing something. And I don't place that on the manufacturer. It's just something that we should do. So we'll get these put on real quick. From start to finish, the installation took exactly 2 hours almost to the minute. That includes unboxing and putting it together. I would say a good 45 minutes just to get everything out of the box and you know, just to separate the pieces and parts and just be careful with it to make sure that everything was intact. It is a beautiful bike. They call this color Mango. It's absolutely gorgeous. And what I would like to do now is just show you some of the features and the capabilities, because of all the e-bikes that we've looked at to date, this one is substantially different. It has a different purpose, it is designed different, and I think it's very, very unique and gives we RV travelers something a little bit different to consider than just having a e-bike that we just tool around town in and just having fun. This can be both fun and have a utility purpose. So let me share some of the specs with you. This Troxus bike is called the Lynx Cargo E-bike. It has, first of all, quite a robust set of features. 48 volt, 750 watt hub drive motor. We've had that on the other Troxus bike and it's very, very powerful. This is geared a little bit differently than what we've seen with some of our other bikes. The maximum speed on this is 20 miles per hour. We'll test that. And also we're finding on this has a 90 mile per charge rating. That's substantially higher than what we've seen in the past. This unit is rated for 500 pounds. So again, we have this big cargo area that's located back here that you can put a lot of things on. They've got different types of products that you can use. I'll show you what I'm planning on using. And then we've got this as a cargo area as well. Again, they've got some accessories you can purchase. I'll show you some basic things that we're going to do that's relatively inexpensive for our cargo. But 100 pounds here, 33 pounds here, and then the rest your backside sitting on this. I want you to also notice the construction of this frame is substantially different than what we see with other e-bikes. Again, you see this cross-member support. This is not a folding bike. Very strong cross-member support. And then to handle this additional weight back here in the back, you can see these gusseted frames that you have here as well. I mean, this thing is just really built rock solid. Pretty impressed with that. Other features I'll share is you'll notice here this has a removable battery. This is a lithium-ion battery. 48 volt, 20 amp hours, 960 watts, and it's all loaded with Samsung cells. Lock and key to take it off and on, and you can charge it externally. You don't have to pull it out to do that. We have a front light that's located here, and then we have a light, both a tail light, and it also gives you signals. That's also very neat. I like that as well. I mentioned the frame. This is what I refer to as a step-through frame. It makes it easier to get off and on. I'm also very tall. I'm 6'1". And you see I like to jack my seat up pretty high. It makes it a little easier for me to pedal, so it's easier to step off and on. This is not a light bike. It weighs 80 pounds. And again, it has a 500 pound capacity. So, you know, it's pulling both its capacity and the weight of the bike. So that's a good bit. Now, a couple things that I'll show you here. Disc brakes front and back. So here's the ones that's located in the front. And then you'll notice here on the back, we have a very large disc brakes that are located here. They're also hydraulic. You'll notice right here, this is to use, if you don't want to pedal, you can use this as a throttle. So it's got a throttle built into it. And something that we haven't seen in these bikes, again, because we're pulling so much more weight, it has lower gears. Instead of having a 5-speed derailleur, this has got an 8-speed Shimano derailleur. So lots of really nice features here. And then you've got these big, I call them fat tires, big 20 by 4 inch tires, big large tires. It's going to make the ride much better. And then you also have adjustable suspension as well. Easy to use controller. Just press it on. Very bright, very easy to read. You see it's getting set up. This came from the factory, 99% charged up. It gives you things like odometer, speed limit, and then you'll notice in the middle you'll see this change as well. You can change your pedal assist. You can go from nothing all the way up to 5 on your pedal assist. So depending on your weight, heels, and those types of things, this is very helpful. Again, you can use just the throttle. I won't push it since I have power because it'll take off. Something else this has is something called cadence or torque. Now torque is what we typically find on most of our e-bikes. This one also has something called cadence, and what cadence does is it uses more battery. That's something you should be aware of, but if you're working under a heavy load, it requires much less pedaling for the controller to kick into the motor. So to be able to get cadence, you just hold the press down, the plus, and I'm not sure if you can make it out, but there's a little guy on a bicycle that pops up right here, and then you can press that plus again, hold it for about 3 seconds, and that goes off. So you can take it from torque, and you can take it to cadence, depending on what your load is and your ride preference. This is a very well built, very substantial bike. I mean, it is, first of all, it's beautiful. They call this color mango. I love this color. It is really nice. I'm going to look forward to trying this out. Well, this Troxus Lynx Cargo bike, I think is going to really be a different experience than we've had with any of the e-bikes that we've tried to date. We've tried a large different groups and styles and manufacturers, and this thing is really quite a heavy-duty animal. The other thing I didn't mention too is this has probably got the most comfortable seat of all the e-bikes that we've received so far. It is soft and spongy. Again, this is made for doing for working. Working as well as pleasure. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun to be able to try this bike out. This one's going to be pretty exciting. So we're here at home. We're getting ready to leave and go to Florida. So I'm getting ready to load it on the back. We've got a carrier. I'll show you what carrier we bought. We bought the carrier ourselves that we're going to put on the back of the fifth wheel. Very heavy duty, because this thing again weighs 80 pounds. And we're going to load this on, so the next thing that you'll see is us at the campground, and we're going to take this for a good long ride. So see you in Florida. We made it to Florida, and the tow was perfect. The bike carrier worked out great. And here, let me show you what we used to bring it down here. We're using it's called a Black Widow rack. I bought this. It's actually made for motorcycles. It's aluminum, except for this is steel. And it worked out great. I've already taken some of the straps off. I had it tire strapped. I had multiple straps here. I just left these on just to kind of show you what it would look like. And then I've got this Rock Brothers insulated carrier. We use it. Now, I rode this a good bit before we brought it down to Florida. I hadn't even charged it yet, so I hope I got enough to do the video today. We'll see what it looks like. But again, it just absolutely towed perfect. And it's got a, you'll see back here, it's got a little ramp that I can use to bring this off and on. And perfect to haul this down. I think the carrying weight of this is 400 pounds and the bike weighs 85. So we're here at the beach. Yay! So all the snowbirds have been pulling out for the last couple days. And so it's time to take this down to the beach. We're going to do a different little route today. Maybe have some lunch while we're down there as well. So this will be fun. All right, let's get it off the rack and head out of here. It's a beautiful sunny day in Daytona. We're gonna let the cargo bike be a cargo bike. And so what I think I'll do is I've got it all cargoed up. How about that? We're gonna take it down to the beach and have lunch. And we'll drive through town. We'll kind of show you that. I'm gonna take a little different route than what I've done in the past. It's a fun thing about being here in Daytona. It is super bike friendly. So this is it's a Rock Brothers. These are insulated bags. Before I actually did the video, I've already made a grocery run today and used that. It was absolutely perfect for that. And then, I've got this big luggage carrier on the back, so it's perfect to strap a beach chair to. Oh, let's just go have some fun. When I come around Beach Street, this is old Daytona, old Daytona. I always love coming down by the marina. I don't know what I have this affection for boats, but I do love to see them. We'll pull in the marina here, and I'll just kind of show you what this place looks like. It really is incredible. When I say boats, holy cow, do I mean boats. Would you look at this? This is amazing. Just absolutely amazing. This is Halifax Harbor Marina, and I mean, some of these folks live on these, full time. And some of these are just weekenders or having fun. It really is something. Well, we'll ride around and look at a few more of these. Here you go. I'll just kind of tool down the sidewalk here just a little ways and let you look at this. I see some people coming in with their groceries. Look at this. I mean, you see everything from itty bitty to great big. That shows you how much I know about boats. Look at this, isn't this something? It really is quite the marina. I mean, and it just goes and goes, and not just here. I mean, if you look, it wraps around. When we go across the Sunset Bridge, you'll be able to see some more. I'll show you some of that as well, but it is really spectacular. Look at this. Wow, wow, wow. Amazing. All right, we'll see down here. This is the old downtown. I love this. I love this part of Daytona. Just love it. I've showed this in a video probably, I don't know, probably maybe 2 years ago now, and went over to the museum, etc., etc. And during that time, they were just finishing the park. Now, when I was on Beach Street, over there is the Halifax Historical Museum. I'll put a link at the end for that if you'd like to go to it. Good places to go here. There's the Asian fusion restaurant, Ichi Nissan. It's good. Little Italy restaurant is a good place to go, and good wine. They've got a little, right over here, they've got I guess you'd call it like an Irish pub called McKay's. That's fun. A little brewery, a little tavern. It's a nice place to go. Good food, bar food if you like that. And here's the park. When I was here last, this was under construction, and it is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful park right here along the river. This is and we just lost it. This was not, to my understanding, something done by the city per se, but this was a private partnership that was done here. Makes it really, really nice. We'll go down just a little bit further. Beautiful place. Beautiful, beautiful place. So this is, I guess you could say, again, it's probably part of the city, but it is not a city property, my understanding. Again, this is a private partnership, and I'm not quite sure who did the investment, but it was substantial, and it is gorgeous, gorgeous. We got a little place for the kids over here, a little splash pad, and then, you know, place for picnic lunch. Take advantage of that. All right, beautiful. Like I said, one of my favorite parts of Daytona. I know we're going to go to the beach, bear with me, but there's just more to Daytona than just the beach, you know. This is called Fountain Plaza Dune Garden. They got botanical garden, splash pad, restrooms, yada yada yada. We have not been to Senorita's. I heard that it's good. They have places you can stay. Zappi's Vacation Villas, an Italian garden. I mean, I love the buildings here. I think I've shown this in another video. Look at the Crest building over here. Isn't that incredible? Isn't that a beautiful, beautiful building? I don't know. That thing's from the 20s, 30s, 40s. I don't know. I just salute the people who restored that and kept it alive. I love old architecture. I just really dig it big time. Chocolate Factory, Chef Papa's. Just a fun place to come. You get a chance, you definitely want to take in Beach Street. All right, let's head over the bridge. Now that is the back side. I usually show it from the front. That's Jackie Robinson Ballpark. That's where Jackie Robinson started. Actually, Jackie was born in Georgia. And if you ever see 42, it was filmed in my hometown, filmed in Macon. So we'll continue down this way, but this is where the Tortugas play. And I hope to be getting a game in soon. I've never seen them. I want to look at them. Beautiful parks down here. Again, I'm just kind of showing you some things you can have fun on your bike when you come down here. Here's another park alongside, and parks are everywhere here in Daytona proper. Not everything's Daytona. Daytona, South Daytona Beach Shores, beautiful Port Orange. But you just have parks everywhere, everywhere. They're just beautiful parks. Places that you can go, picnic lunches, or just chill time. We are going to go up a steep bridge. Great bike paths here. Sometimes I do the walkway. I try not to. Just depends on the amount of traffic. Not hardly anything today. And I want to try this without pedaling. So I'm just hitting the go. That's just hitting the go fast button to go up the hill. Beautiful views up here from the top. And if you look off in the distance, you'll see the water. We are headed to the beach. Headed to the beach. Gonna be a tad windy. We'll survive. Oh, here we go. Wow, the beach is busy, busy, busy. This is a Wednesday. Well, spring break is over, but you wouldn't know it from everybody out here on the beach. The area has really come back after Hurricane Ian 2 years ago. And it is busy today. Oh my goodness. There is a lot of folks here. Look at this, isn't this gorgeous? Just a beautiful day. It's about 79 here at the beach. A lot of breeze though, but not uncomfortable. All right. Sit out here. The ride was easy. You know, this Troxus Cargo bike, you know, I really, when I had the bike come in, and I think it was just going to be something that would be kind of like a utility vehicle that I would use around the campground. That's what I thought, you know, go get groceries and things like that. But it's a different ride than what I've had on the other bikes. I think part of it because of its weight and just part of its overall construction. It is a, you know, 85-pound bike. But it just rides so much different. The seat is absolutely beautiful. So many of these seats are hard. But then I get to do this. Brought my chair, you know, brought lunch. And I get this for my lunch view. Isn't that incredible? Look at that. Wonder how many diamond rings that guy has found today. It does make you wonder. I see the fishermen are out there. It's shrimp season. I could be doing some shrimping out there. All right, let's have some lunch. All right, we're going to head on down the beach, see how this Troxus Cargo bike is going to behave. You know, different. The tires are different than what we've tried in the past. These are more of a street tire. Very smooth riding. Gear ratio is different. 8-speed derailleur. Huge difference in the way the bike performs as far as pedaling. You can tell this is made for carrying heavy loads, and with my big backside on it, it just is absolutely nothing. It's just a breeze. Very pleasant ride. The sand out here is real soft. Hasn't been hardly any rain down here for a couple weeks to amount to anything. When that happens, the beach gets a bit soft. Not quite four-wheel drive yet. That'll happen later this summer. But we'll see how this does in this sand. It's gonna be a little different experience. So if you've ever rode a bike at the beach against the wind, you know that, you know, that's the task. You got the wind behind you, you cruise down the beach, no big deal. You turn around and go back, and it is a job. Well, I purposely knew which way the wind was going to be blowing today, and I wanted to ride this Troxus Cargo bike against the wind. It's a little breezy, about anywhere from 10 to 15 miles. I'd say a good 10 to 12 miles an hour constant. So I'm pushing against the wind. It might be even coming in on the mic, I'm not sure. And you know, I just slipped this thing in, let's see, I'm in gear 5. And I put it on pedal assist 4, and I just lay my feet on the pedals and gently come down through here. It is, wow, it is really nice, very pleasant. We're getting down into condo land now. You can see it down in the distance. As we get closer to Dunlawton, you know, we'll get condos, lots of condos. This will be South Daytona Beach Shores shortly. So we'll have a public park down here. I'm still not sure if that park is open yet. It's one that we go to a lot before Hurricane Ian. Ice cream trucks. You know, if you don't pack your lunch, you usually don't have to worry about it. Somewhere there's a food truck.
and you can get goodies. They've got pitas and yummy food, beach food. And here's one of the parks. I think the park might be open again. That's another reason we see a lot of people here. Yep. So it looks like they're giving you access to it without paying, maybe parking. But that's one of the ones that we go to. Bathrooms up there, and glad to see they've opened it back up. Oh yeah, I see folks all over the place. So still some repairs to do up front, but at least they've got the beach beach access. We have fans or people that want their moment on YouTube. Wow, this is a great ride. Oh my gosh, this is such a good ride. Even if you've got that beautiful bike ride on the beach, and downtown, you still get that phone call from Joan to pick up something at Walgreens. Well, it's a cargo bike. I might as well take some cargo back with me. I couldn't be happier with this Troxus cargo bike. It is, as I mentioned earlier, it is a different style of bike. It is very powerful. It's a gear ratio with that 8-speed derailleur, and then that 750 watt motor just makes riding just an absolute breeze. I've probably put grocery weight on it, maybe 30 pounds of groceries, I guess. Maybe, I don't think it was 40, but I had everything from milk and bread and canned goods and those types of things. No issue. And then I really love the type of kickstand. It's a motorcycle style kickstand, so you can load it up. You don't have to worry about it falling over. It just really is a great bike. Well, if you're looking for a cargo style e-bike, I think this Troxus is an absolutely great choice. I'm going to put links in today's description where you can get more information about this, or even purchase one if you're considering doing it. Also, you can go out to ilovervlife.com. I'll have a blog on this, and I'll have all kinds of specs that you can look at, and then I'll have links for that as well. What I'd like to thank Troxus for, again, considering us for their e-bikes. This is the second one of those that we've reviewed. This Cargo is just absolutely a fantastic bike. I think it's something very, very unique, very different for the RV traveler. And I think you would enjoy it. I know that I sure will. Thank you again, Troxus, for sending us to it. And you know, I do this only for one reason. Yeah, you got that absolutely right. It's because I love RV life.